I think you're being untruthful, Angel. In fact, I'm very confident that you're being untruthful.
But I'm not being untruthful. And I know that you feel that way, but I'm not going to put my life on the line for somebody else I don't even know. I don't know this person. I don't have no ties with anybody. And I'm not even from here. And I want to know. I want to get to the bottom of this.
This is Angel Salazar, and she's about to play innocent until she realizes she was caught on camera committing a cold-blooded murder. In September 2023, police are called to a motel near downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico.
911 emergency.
We just found a body in the room.
Is it dead?
Yes.
How do you know he's dead?
I was walking by, I see bloody footprints.
And you know for sure he's dead, like he was cold to the touch?
Yeah, the place is soaked with blood everywhere.
Inside one of the rooms, officers discover a horrifying crime scene. 40-year-old Ramon Martinez has been murdered in a savage attack, struck more than 80 times with a hatchet. As detectives begin piecing together Ramon's final hours, surveillance footage reveals a disturbing lead. Just hours before the murder, a man and a woman were caught on camera approaching Ramon outside his motel room. The pair followed him inside. 30 minutes later, they emerged covered in blood. Investigators are unable to identify the male suspect, but witnesses identify the woman as 40-year-old Angel Salazar. Detectives bring her in for a formal police interrogation. She claims she was merely a witness, and that Ramon wasn't even dead when she left the room.
I went in and I asked about to use the restroom and I heard some bickering.
Who was in the room?
Me, Ramon, and AJ. Then when I came out, Mr. AJ had some type of knife in his hand, and then I noticed a lot of blood, and I tried to stop it, and when I tried to stop it, he cut my hand, and at that moment, I completely froze, and Mr. Ramon was still alive at that time.
You said that Ramon was alive when you left? How do you know?
Because he was talking. He was cussing. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Despite her claims, Angel is charged with murder. The mysterious man she calls AJ remains unidentified, and investigators begin to fear that they may never be able to bring him to justice. Then, in 2025, as Angel approaches trial, she asks to have another police interview. This time, she claims she is finally ready to reveal AJ's true identity. Detectives quickly arrange a new interview with Angel and her attorney, but they'll soon discover that the twists and turns of this real-life murder mystery are far from over.
So, Angel, I don't know if you remember me. It's been a little while since we talked, but I'm Connor Coleman, the primary detective that's working the case. It's nice to see you again, and I'm glad we're sitting down at the same table together again, okay? I guess before we start talking, one of the things I want to let you know is it's a massive priority to me in this investigation to identify the man that went into that room with you.
Yes.
That, of course, it's not all I care about. I want to know all of the facts, but that is a huge priority to me. If there's anything that you've told me before that isn't accurate, either because you remembered it wrong or because you told me something that wasn't true, I'm not upset about that. Okay. I really, really, really
just want to know the truth.
I just want to know the truth.
Yeah.
And getting the truth is worth all of the time in the world. All of the time in the world. I'm on call right now. I picked up a case yesterday. I have an abundance of work to do, but it is worth all of the time in the world to get the truth from you. I mean, no disrespect when I say this. If that isn't your intention with this conversation, it's not worth any time to sit down and hear anything that is untrue. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. So what can you tell me?
I'm willing to, if you show me like a photograph and tell you if that's him, it is him. I want to get down to the bottom of this as well. This has been a horrible experience for me. I've never thought I'd be in this experience, and I want to figure this out probably way more than you do. I just want to get to the bottom of everything and figure out why this happened, and you know, why was I put in the middle of something like this?
So this impacts you in a compelling way, of course, in a intensely personal way, naturally. But I'll be entirely honest with you, Angel. If I had a picture of who did this, aside from the pictures from the surveillance footage, we wouldn't be having this conversation,
True.
right?
Yes.
Because then I would know who it was, and then, God willing, they'd be in custody shortly thereafter. So this is where you tell me.
Okay.
This is where you help me.
Okay. As far as I know, he was from Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
He was in his 30s.
Okay.
He did tell me that he had family members in Texas.
Okay.
I was told that he was from Pueblo. I don't know how him and Ramon knew one another. I know that they were talking early in the morning when I was getting ready, and it was his reasoning why we went into that room.
And I'm sorry, explain that to me.
So I met him through another person.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to go in there with another guy, but the guy that I walked up to the motel with, when I went in to try to go get the room, I didn't have enough money, so the guy that I was supposed to have the room with said he didn't want to, and that's why I landed up with the other gentleman, the Justin Antonio guy. And
what is his last name?
Vargas, I believe.
Vargas. Now, this is a question I have to ask you. We sat down, I believe, about a year ago, maybe more than a year ago, and there was no last name that you provided then. What I'd like to know is, where is this information coming from now?
I really sat back and tried to remember every single detail of what I had conversations with him, what he said to me. I try to go over a billion times of, everything that went on, and, I'm trying to do everything that I can to figure this out, because I really want to know where he is, because he deserves to be, locked up, not myself, for doing what he did, and I have tried to talk with John and tell him I'm here to try to figure everything out as much as I can.
I was hoping the nature of this conversation would be a little different.
Maybe if you were to ask me, I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to, what I'm like.
Well, and I'm just going to be straight up.
Okay.
I think you're being untruthful, Angel. In fact, I'm very confident that you're being untruthful.
But I'm not being untruthful, and I know that you feel that way. But I'm not going to put my life on the line for somebody else I don't even know. I don't know this person. I don't have no ties with anybody, and I'm not even from here. And I want to know. I want to get to the bottom of this with everything.
Okay.
Had
you ever met Ramon before?
No, I don't think, no.
So can I interject?
Absolutely, of course.
So, as Edgar Coleman investigates everything, it's going to be in my hands to take this to trial. I'm going to be straightforward. Like I said, you're here voluntarily.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. I'm watching video right now. I'm not trying to, you've seen this. You guys are outside of Ramon's room.
That is correct.
You and this guy.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Okay, so so when we got the room, okay, me and Justin got the room, okay. The people had my information there, because I had stayed there almost the whole, within a month, possibly. They knew all my information because I would get rooms there all the time. This person, Justin, went ahead and he kept going in and out of the room that night.
And I'm sorry, which room?
The motel room that we had
Okay.
was 10.
The one you were staying.
102, yeah, 102, 106, something like that.
Okay.
And I
Is
stayed.
that this room that Ramon ended up going back into and getting killed in? Or are you talking about a different room?
I'm talking about a
Different.
different
Okay.
room.
Sorry. And
Yeah.
just to clarify, is that Justin?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So the guy that went in there with you, that is Justin.
yes. That night he kept going in and out while I was in there and I was washing clothes. Then the next morning, when I got out of the shower, him and Mr. Ramon were in my motel room. And when I came out of the bathroom, they were saying something about Ramon needed clothes, so Justin was giving him clothes. So I thought that they somewhat knew each other. Then a few hours after that, then the manager had us leave, I believe between 9 and 10. And then before we left there,
And this is you and Justin?
that is correct.
Okay.
And let me see. And then after I left my room, he said, let's stop by here real fast. And I said, no, I didn't want to stop there. And he said, it's going to be like 10 minutes. So when I went in, then that's how everything happened.
What happened?
I went into the room and they were smoking methamphetamines. And I didn't want to smoke that day because I wanted to, I was sick and I wasn't feeling good and I didn't have very much strength and to go and meet somebody else to go find something to get better. I went into the bathroom, I turned on the light, and when I was in the bathroom, I heard like thudding, like shuffling. I figured that they were fighting. And then when I came out of the room, I seen them, Justin hitting Mr.
Ramon Martin.
Yes, sorry.
You're good.
I'm sorry, I'm really, really nervous,
Yeah,
guys.
no, and I understand it's a
And-
nerve-wracking process.
And I tried stopping it, and when I stopped it, my finger got cut, and I froze, and then I wanted to get out of there, and I left the room, and then I went back for my crystal roller because I got crystal rollers, and then I left, and I didn't.
And may I interject? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Tell me about going back for your crystal roller.
I had a makeup bag,
Mm-hmm.
and I went and I got my makeup bag because I had taken things out of my suitcase when I went into the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured like he was fine. I didn't know that he was dead. He was still like yelling and cussing, and I thought he would be okay. And when I left, I didn't think anything was going to happen to him.
Days after you left the hotel room?
Yes.
Can I interject? Have you seen photographs of the crime scene?
No.
I'm not trying. I'm not trying to set you up for anything. This is
Okay.
if this was a trial and the lawyers do their thing and
No.
they know more than they're asking. The reason I'm asking if you've seen the photos, this guy was bludgeoned, hatcheted to death. It was so obvious that he was he was beyond dead. So please understand, there is no way that when you left the room, you thought this guy wasn't like totally gone for good from this earth. There's
No.
no way.
Can we have a second?
Sure.
I'm just gonna turn that off and take it with me.
After consulting with her attorney, Angel tells detectives she is ready to reveal the truth.
So I believe Mr. McCullough sounds like had a conversation with you about providing new information that hasn't been provided. What new information do you have that hasn't been provided?
The information I have is that I believe that the people at the motel had more info than what anyone was saying. Some of the ladies were saying that they knew that Mr. Ramon had money Um, there was people that were losing drugs in the motel with the cleaning people. I feel like some of the people knew more than what was going on there than anything.
Okay. So
there
you had
was-
knowledge Ramon had money?
From the transcripts, yes. And
So don't tell me about witness statements. Don't tell me. We are here to talk about information that you have based on firsthand knowledge.
okay,
Please don't
okay.
don't tell me what other people told me.
Oh, okay, okay,
I don't need. I
Okay.
genuinely don't need theories from.
okay. There was the guy that the guy that used to work there at night.
Mm-hmm.
Tom would walk around with a machete all the time.
Yep, I know that.
Oh,
Just top you.
yes.
Yep. And you know that because I
Because
think
I've
you're
seen it.
familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that I already know that.
Oh, I didn't know.
You're familiar with the case material, I know. So it's things that you know.
Okay, things that I know. What else you know?
Because here's the thing: was Tom in the room with you?
No,
Okay, so it wasn't Tom.
but Tom was the first person to call. Like, how do I know that Tom didn't do that and then call somebody?
How do you know Tom didn't do that? Because you were in the room when this man did it. Because you've already told me that. Angel, what are we doing here? I'm not trying to be argumentative, but Angel, please, if you're not going to tell me truthful things that you know, then I think that Derek and I probably, there's no utility for us being here and having this conversation. Genuinely.
Which is okay too.
Yeah, and that's okay. I'm not trying to harangue you.
We will have a trial, and we'll see what information is available.
You understand the
about the case,
charges against you.
but
I don't want to go down for something that I did not do.
We don't want you to.
Well, and you have
well, there's two possibilities here. Okay, one is that what you're saying is true, and I'm here to defend you on that. Okay, and that certain things happened that were out of your control, and the second is they don't believe that you don't know the person that was involved, and they believe that you know more about sort of why this thing may have been planned, if it was planned, and that information would help them. So one of those is true. It doesn't. A jury will sit in the jury box and decide which of those is true.
There was something about that, and and apparently there was something going on with some type of money, and someone was mad at someone. I don't know. I try not to know too much because I thought the less I knew, the better off that I would be.
Well, you know what a honeypot is, right?
No. What do you mean?
Okay, a honeypot is a pretty girl who is often used to set somebody up to murder them
Oh, no, I would never
or to
do
rob
that.
them.
I would never rob anyone.
Okay, but that's a very common thing that we deal with in our work.
Okay.
And so a girl is often used to get into the room because the person's expecting to be with the girl or whatever. And so that's called a honeypot murder or a honeypot robbery.
No, I was not there to rob anyone. Or
But do you understand why the authorities are wanting to know, what you know? Because from their perspective, given all the facts that were in play at the time, this could look like a honeypot murder.
No, I would never do that, and I didn't have a reason for anything like that. I would never put anyone in a situation that way. I'd never. I've never had any type of background of
And
anything.
I'm going to say again with the utmost respect and empathy towards you. I know you are a human being, and I know that this, regardless of the facts, the entire process has been placed a tremendous amount of stress on you. I know that. the purpose of this conversation, of course, is not to, plead your innocence to me,
I know.
because
Yeah.
that is, again, you will have due process in a room much like this, where there will be a jury sitting right there. So I believe the evidence exists to convict you of this crime. Okay? Now, again, my opinion on that matter is simply my opinion on that matter. It's up to the state to prove those things. And you have defensive counsel, and the rights of the Constitution are afforded to you just like any one of us. Okay? So I say that to say there's no need for you to plead your innocence to me.
Is there any way that you could show me Renee? Or
That picture of her?
yeah, can I see a picture of Renee to see if I remember her? Is there a picture that I could see of
Have you ever been to Pueblo, Colorado?
Yes, I've
Okay.
been to Pueblo, I've been to Colorado Springs.
How
I've
many
been to
times
Denver.
have you been to Pueblo, Colorado?
I don't know. I've been to Texas, I've been here, I've been to Santa Fe, Las Vegas.
Let's just take Pueblo for now. And I know, I couldn't tell you how many times I've been to LA exactly, but I could estimate it, right? Are you able to estimate how many times?
Maybe 100 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I live in a small town, so we would
Yeah,
go and
you're from
and,
Raton, and it's right up there.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. When you spoke with, and this is something I want you to really lock into.
Okay.
When you spoke with who we believe to be Justin, possibly Justin, but the man that went in the room with you, you told me that you think he might be from Pueblo just now. We're not just now, but during this conversation, right?
Yes.
Do you recall how you came to learn that information? Did he tell you that?
Yes.
And again, I'm just thinking, just if it were me, and let's say it's somewhere I visited 100 times, and let's say John and I found out John was from somewhere I've been a lot of times, I might share a conversation like, hey, have you been to this place? Or you ever seen this? Or have you ever done these things? Just because it's a place that I know we'd be both really familiar with.
Okay.
Did you guys talk about anything like that? Anything you might have had in common up there? Any places you would go to?
No, but he kept talking about his family from Texas and that he was there and his mom had passed away. And I told him what would bring him to New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying he didn't really have people. So he did tell me that, God, I'm trying to remember. It's almost been.
You said he didn't go to New Mexico a lot since his mom had passed away, or I didn't.
I think he didn't really have anyone.
Okay.
It sounds like he had lost his mom. He had family in Texas. Was his mom in Texas?
I think so.
But he was from Pueblo, and I'm kind of making the assumption that if he was from Pueblo and he said he lost his mom and didn't really have anyone, presumably he didn't have anyone in Pueblo either. Maybe he just was from there.
Yeah. He said that he was from Pueblo and what else did he say? He was mad because the guy from his house kicked him out.
Okay. His house where?
Here in Albuquerque, he was staying with somebody.
Okay.
It was kind of close to the because it's a hospital close to the motel, right? The hospital, and then there's a park close to that.
We went over this before. We were talking about Presbyterian Hospital
Yes.
and Roosevelt Park.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes. He was somewhere around there.
Because she doesn't know the.
Yeah, the names of just that area.
And he was real anxious. I felt like he was a little frustrated with something, and I kept thinking I was frustrated with me, but I mean, but when he, I want. Is there any way I could see pictures of Renee?
Of Renee, I think I'll need a minute, but I might be able to scare one up for you.
Okay.
So
So then I could see like if I can remember her or not.
Like a family connection.
Yes, yes. Sometimes I'm not good with names, and sometimes
Sure.
I'm better off with faces.
Yeah.
If I were to see, then maybe that can refresh my memory with something.
I think that can be a helpful tool.
Yes.
So another question I wanted to ask. So Justin from Colorado, when did he get to Albuquerque?
I
And I ask is that again just my thinking, not necessarily, but again, when I find out somebody has, let's say, come to Albuquerque from somewhere else, one of the commonly I'll ask like, oh, how long have you been in town? Can you remember that?
Not really.
You
Okay.
remember talking about this in the last interview that you did?
Kind of a little bit, yeah. But I wasn't there to know the guy. I was there to, I was prostituting myself to have a place to stay at night,
Right.
and not be in the streets. And I mean, I talked about trying to show you guys what house I went to get his belongings from. What else?
Well,
That's kind of where we got stuck before.
so I don't think we're going to obviously be able to take you for a ride.
No, I know,
Yeah,
but I
no,
mean,
but
like the map, like a view of a map.
Would you like to try that?
Yeah, I
Again?
mean, yeah. To see where I was walking, the like a what is it called? Internet. I mean, the view of.
Satellite view?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah. Where should I? So what I'll do is I'll take my phone out, and then we can take a look at it together. Where should I start? Like where would be let's say if you were anywhere in town and you were going to head there, where would you start?
Okay, well, I would start from the motel because
Let's do that.
I walked with him to someone's house to get his belongings.
Now, Angel, is it okay if I just pop on that side next to you so we can work on this together? Yeah. Okay.
And I know when I walked up the street, there's a park on the right side. There was like a gate where you had to open up.
So I'm just gonna pull around, okay?
Okay.
And then John, I'll just kind of put it where we can all sort of see.
I might pull up a bigger map too.
Oh, that might be helpful. I'm sorry to bring my computer.
Oh, it's okay.
So,
I'm sorry.
well, it's my iPad, but it doesn't.
No, I was like,
And when he went inside for his belongings, I sat in the yard in a chair and waited for him to grab his stuff from the person's house.
Okay. So that's the motel right there. So just so this is the freeway here.
Okay.
And then this is if you go that way, that's downtown.
Okay.
So do you kind of have a sense of where you're at there?
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll let you just kind of move around.
Okay.
And if you want, if this is helpful, you can go to Street View too, so you can see it first person.
Oh, okay.
So whatever's easiest for you, we can do either of those.
Okay. Can you take me to where the park is?
Angel searches for the distinctive fence and gate of the house.
So if I would be this way somewhere.
Okay. So it sounds like, and again, if you don't remember, you don't remember. Because the big thing is, it's all about truthful recollection,
Yeah.
right? So
I just need to flip it. Or
So
something.
here's
so how about this? If I may,
let me
oh sure.
I'm just because look, this is Roosevelt Park right here, okay?
Okay.
There's only one neighborhood that's really like in the park, quote unquote. Right across the street, it's this.
Okay.
These houses right here. And there's a lot of partiers that live here, people who sell drugs and stuff. So I'm just like, is that what you're trying to hone in on? Or what are you trying to hone in on? You see how
Yeah.
that neighborhood is right next to this park.
Okay.
There's other things going on here, but this is mostly commercial. And then you see back here, this is
So
all
then it's gonna be
sports.
over here
This
then.
is a parking lot. So the only neighborhood that has contact like that. And then this road goes like this, and then it goes up a hill.
Okay.
And this road goes up the hill, same hill. Okay, and then this is, so the question is, like, there's not that many places here. If you look at that, can you remember where you guys went? Because see, there's a couple with a pool. And just, it's not a lot. Once you get on the right-hand side, see this over here? This is kind of like, these are real trashed out apartments. So
No, they
there's
weren't
people over
apartments. It
here.
wasn't apartments. These are
And
houses.
these are houses here.
So there are a handful of houses here,
Most of this
and
is,
then some are, yeah. So there's some complexes here. There's a church.
this is the houses. So if you came down one of these streets, or you were going up Cole, and then you took a right here, Hazeldine, or what is it, Sycamore, turns into Hazeldine.
Can you
What, make
make it
so
bigger?
you can see like more, like
No,
that?
make it bigger to
Oh.
where the houses are.
Okay. And see where the road is.
And there's like the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, there's a walkway here along the park, and then there's another walkway across.
I was in the walkway at the park. I was a walkway across. And it's around just the first part of it. Around here. Maybe this one?
So if I may,
No.
so well, no, I think that might have. Hang on.
Let's,
No, wait a minute. Let me go
Yeah,
to.
that's the park sidewalk.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that is the park. So,
So there's a couple houses here, though. There's this one, this
but
one.
this had a big gate. Like,
so let's start at Cole.
and is this going towards the
So
hill?
the hospital's here,
Okay.
Central
and
is over
then
there.
Central's there, and the
Yeah.
hill is this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so go to the hill that way. Up.
So go up the hill.
Yes.
Past the park and up the hill?
Yes.
Okay. Like this.
Yes. Keep going.
Yeah, there should be a street right here. Is this, you go right here onto that street?
I'm going to continue.
No, go up.
You want to take it back to the,
Am I going back to the same spot?
no, I
No,
mean
we're
to the other
going
view.
Further up the hill.
If this, so you guys walked on this,
Yeah, but there's a big.
So just to confirm, you passed the park.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I pass it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
We've passed the
we've
park.
gone one block past the park. This is where the road starts to turn.
So then the road will turn up here.
This is another block. This is your second block past the park. This block right here is the last block that's close to the park before the road turns.
And
I think it looks like there's an alley maybe.
There's like the one little kind of half block here. It just
So you want to look down for the house with the gate.
yeah, there's a house that has a gate in it, a big gate. I look, it's kind of like this. See this right here? Wait, where?
See, this is where the oh yeah, we're already up to the. This is a private school and a church over here. So these are the houses on this block,
No, go.
and the park is now down below us.
Okay, go back.
Go back to the park?
Yeah, go back towards the park.
So then we'll get to the next block. So this is the other road. You just looked at a road that had like 3 or 4 houses with fences around them. These houses don't really have that kind of thing.
Turn around the other way.
Well, we can go in a circle of that.
Oh,
Because this goes down here. We're going back to the road that we were on. This is the park on this side. These are the houses on this side.
okay.
Okay, so we're going in a circle so that we cover all of it. So that's, that you saw that there was a fence there. You don't remember going past that fence?
No, it's down there.
Okay, so these are the houses. And we're going to come to the house that he was showing you earlier very shortly. Probably the next house. Because that's where the construction was. None of these have fences on them.
Do they now have fences though? There was.
No, these,
Are you sure?
like today, as we speak.
Yeah, I mean,
this is from this year,
okay, so it should have it then.
This is a fence.
but you're
the fence-
talking of how
But
tall
like
is
this,
the fence?
like this fence, like that.
And it was around the whole thing.
That's on the
Yeah.
next street over. We just
Oh,
looked at 3
okay.
places that had fences like that. So here, watch. We're going in a circle. This place has a garden in the front, in case that stirs anything. All these houses are right on the street. See, like I was saying, and like I said, sometimes people will stay in these locations, and they'll sell drugs to people in the park. It's very convenient. Okay. So now we're going to go back up again. See, we've come around in a circle. We've come down Sycamore. And we're going to go back
What
up.
about that one?
That's on Cole. So here's the fence. But this is on the main street. It's across from the park. But this is the street with a lot of traffic on it.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, do you remember were you on one of the streets that's quieter, or were you on this main street?
I know that when we were on the street, there was a lot of fighting, and someone had, I think, it looks like.
This whole area is younger people who party. There's a fence. No fence.
Go back this way.
Yeah, we're gonna go to we're
Okay.
gonna go back down the block where all the fences are.
Okay.
See this huge wall?
Yeah. Keep
That's-
going.
That's on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Okay. On the right-hand side, pretty much each of these houses. There's some that are right on the street.
What's this right here? This.
That's the fence. That's the one we looked at before.
Yes.
So you think it's this one?
Yeah.
Would it be with this? See all the trash cans? There's obviously a lot of people, but there's 2 properties and then the fences in the middle. So which? And we can do an overview, so we can look down on the grid and you can see where the park is.
Which one looks?
Like this right here.
That might be the next block over.
Hey, Chet, what's the what street is that?
This is Maple.
So is that? Oh, okay. I think that is it. 507 Maple.
Yeah, and this is 509.
Okay,
Or
that's 509.
507.
Okay.
So that might be the next block down. You see? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. See how the hill drops down?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like open space between the 2 houses. This is a house. This is a house.
So there's just a tennis court behind that fence.
So it's either that house or that house. If that's the fence that you remember, which you should remember, this yucca plant is probably 300 years old.
I think it's this one.
The greenhouse?
Yeah.
So 515. Beautiful. And just again, I want to. Okay, because that is the one that had this fence.
Mm-hmm.
So.
See, okay, so you remember the big fence? And then,
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Can you go on top of it?
yeah. Okay, we're gonna go to the kind of the satellite view from the street, I think. Oops.
That's in the park.
Yeah, I don't know why. I see it's moving me around here now. Do you know how to go back to the satellite view?
Yeah.
Sorry, let's just
So
tap
which
on
one view
this.
is? Let me.
Oh, it says street view here.
There we go.
There. Okay, so now the place that we were looking at.
Is right. Oh, sorry. It's right here.
So here's the park. This is, I think that's the RV. So there's like a little bit of space over here, but where the people hang out around here, yeah. I mean, you kind of, they're all through here, people hang out, and of course in the park. But if you want to look at that a little closer, see the RV,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see the tennis court,
Yeah.
and then here's the house. That's the greenhouse. Fences. The odds of the place with the tennis court and the pool being
I'm thinking
an
I will follow
Airbnb,
up on it.
That's probably an Airbnb, which is kind of what we thought. I mean, do you remember what you said last time about him kind of coming into town and then he had to?
Mm-hmm.
But, okay.
I think that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna step out for a minute, just because I want to get you that photo. So
Okay.
if you don't mind, just hang tight. I don't think it's too long, but just bear with us, okay?
And can I keep doing this?
Detectives retrieve the photograph of Renee, hoping it will spark Angel's memory.
She used to go to the fish all the time with Creeper. If that means anything to you, and then we have a photo that we can show you.
Okay. The fish?
To the
The
fish?
fish
What's the fish?
in Pueblo, the gambling spots.
I've never been to the fish.
Okay.
I've never gambled.
Okay, and if you don't, you don't. If you don't, you don't.
Is that the only picture of her? Yeah. Is she from Albuquerque?
Rianne. No, Pueblo.
Oh.
She looks like the hotel crew, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
No, and then that's a bit of a more like kind of glammed up one.
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's yours, yeah.
No, she's from Pueblo. She's not from Albuquerque.
No. She would know you from up there.
I don't know anybody like that from Pueblo. I have a sister-in-law from Pueblo, but I didn't really hang out in Pueblo. The only thing I went out to Pueblo for was to eat and to go shopping.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, she was a bank teller for 9 years.
Hmm.
Why would she be at a gambling spot?
I never gambled. I also was in a relationship with Michael Martinez. He was also not a janitor, but what is that? Fix different things. What is it called?
A handyman?
Handyman at the Raton Housing Authority. Only time we went to Pueblo is to visit his sister. His sister lives in Pueblo. I had 3 stepkids. I wasn't.
Wait a second, you had 3 stepkids?
Yes, I had 3
So who
stepkids.
is the father of the stepkids?
Michael Martinez. He was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lives in Raton, New Mexico. And the only time that we would go out there is to like go school shopping, go visit their aunties. He's not a person to party or gamble, and neither was I.
Okay.
So I don't know anything about a fish, and I don't recognize the girl either.
Okay. That's all I have.
I just have one question. So they're gonna have to get you back. I appreciate you coming down here. Like I said, I'm not gonna hide the ball. I'm gonna be straight up with you. My office is the one that handles any possible plea negotiations. I can't. We're not there yet.
We have a trial on April.
7th, potentially.
I don't think it's trial. The trial will be later on.
Oh, my bad.
Okay,
Sorry.
that'd be a
So-
relief because I have a must-do trial in Moran with
And-
Christine.
And, and there are other possible continuances, but here's
Okay.
where my head's at with that. So I'm gonna show you some video you may have seen. So this is right before. I'm not trying to have the ball. You have all access to this, but this is.
I've never seen these pictures though.
Well, this
Well,
is.
you've seen the picture, but you haven't seen the video.
Yeah, this is surveillance video. This is right before you guys going on. Okay? I'm not making it up. This is the video. This is the evidence I have going to trial. He's not wearing gloves. And there's going to be a shot. Still a shot of right after you guys come out. Now he's wearing gloves. This guy hacked. He hacked Ramon Martinez to death in front of you. We know that. So if you're telling us that's not true, like we don't have anything else to talk about. So we know that. If you left the room and you didn't think there was anything, like this guy was totally gone. That's what you left the room. And let's see. This is what was going on in the room when you guys left. So you got to understand why when I sit here with you and you say, I didn't know if he was going to be okay. We know that you know he was dead. Okay, we know there's a guy in there. He had a hatchet. We don't know your entire involvement. But right now, we don't know who he is. Ryan Martinez. This is the daughter of Ramon. She said she knows you.
Do they know the father of my kids somehow?
And that's, what's his name?
Antonio.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
They know Antonio?
Mhm.
How do they know Antonio?
What does it have to do with Antonio, though?
Because I feel like
Antonio has-
I met Antonio in Raton, okay? I ended up having kids with him. He had a completely different life before I met him. He was incarcerated for 10 years.
Mhm.
He knew a lot of people that I didn't know. Anytime that people would come around, he'd keep me in the car, keep me in the house. And when I went, the only reason why people at the motel even knew somewhat of me was because my house was in a fire.
Mhm.
And we had told people there, and they were, I took it as they were trying to help me.
Your
I-
parents and his parents were in a custody battle over your children.
Yes.
So what does this have to do with the guy in the video?
Those are people that he knows.
But
Yes.
you were with him. There's no getting at. Because I don't want to hide the ball. I'm going to walk out of the room without getting any information. We're going to go to trial. I'm going to charge you with first-degree murder. I've amended the indictment to felony murder. You came out of the room with an extra bag. You guys went in. Here's what I believe. And I'm going to argue this to the jury. You went in the room to rob this guy, and you did. And things went south. Maybe you didn't intend to kill him, but with felony murder, it doesn't matter. If somebody dies,
I never
During
went in
the
there to try
commission
to
of felony.
rob anybody. I didn't know anything.
you came out with an extra bag.
That was my
Explain it.
bag. That was
You
my.
don't have to say anything. You see, your fate doesn't get decided by arguing with him right now. It gets decided by the jury. But he's just telling you what his approach is going to be. Okay?
But I'm asking you where that bag came from. You went in the room with the one bag you came out with an extra bag. Is that not accurate? I want to catch this guy because I believe he's more culpable.
And I
But
think
if you don't give us
at
the
this
information-
point,
I'm trying to figure it out. And I
Done?
want to know.
Are we done? We're done. So that's it.
I know.
Mr. McCall, I appreciate your time.
If you reach the maximum of where you can go, that's okay.
Thank you.
Because today don't decide. It's happening. Mr. Bird, thank you.
Mr. McCall, I appreciate you. Mr. McCall.
Sure. Thank you. We're gonna keep working on this until we
So
do that.
I've got nothing else.
Right.
I've got nothing else. So that's all the information. There's no proof. You want to tell me who the guy is? But that's the only thing I know about these guys.
Angel Salazar is charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, robbery, and tampering with evidence. Investigators believe robbery was the likely motive for the attack. Surveillance footage confirms this, showing the suspects leaving with some of Ramon Martinez's belongings. In August 2025, a jury finds Angel guilty of felony murder, second-degree murder, and tampering with evidence. She is sentenced to life in prison plus 3 years. The identity of the male seen entering and leaving Ramon Martinez's motel room with Angel has never been publicly disclosed, and no other arrests have been announced in connection with the murder.